In the last video that I uploaded, I showed you guys how to create an account in TypeNsave so that you can make a cookbook with morriscookbooks.com. In this video, I want to show you how to navigate around some of the features in TypeNsave. Welcome to Bare Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bare Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary. Alright guys, I am screen recording and I'm in our book. Let's hit TypeNsave up here. Sometimes it has to think, okay, so be patient with it. So we're going to go back into recipes and pages, and we're going to go into category settings. So in my last video, I put in this category fair foods, but since then I've put in a couple more categories: sinful cakes and lunch for a bunch. Okay, you want to be cute when you're making your cookbook. So I don't want this and that, so I want to show you guys how to delete that. Just go here to the trash can, and it says, are you sure you want to delete this category? And you say yes, because if you made a mistake, you can always go back and put a new category again and put that back in if you want. So hit save. All right, so I got rid of that. I'm not sure that I'm going to keep appetizers and beverages. I might just keep it as appetizers. So let's edit it. We want to edit this, so you could just go ahead and, delete and keep it as appetizers and hit OK. And then you hit save. So I showed you how to delete a category and I showed you how to edit a category, right? So now let's go ahead and move a category around. So let's say, for instance, I don't want the fair foods to be here. I want it to be here right before the main dishes. Just drag and drop it. It's as easy as that. So we've covered everything pretty much in this category. Remember, from the last video that I showed you guys, we're not doing subcategories. A subcategory would be like if you did a cake category and then you decided you wanted to have cold cakes as a subcategory, or maybe just chocolate cakes as a subcategory. That's cute in a book, but it's going to cost you 5 cents per book. So I don't do anything to add anything extra to my book, because the chapter pictures, the full color chapter pictures that I put in my books, and the full color for the front and the back, that adds up a lot of stuff to the book already. Okay, so I don't put anything else. So just leave these categories like this for right now. We can always come back and change this in the future. Just remember, if you're gonna get rid of a category, you're gonna lose all the stuff that's in that category already, so you're gonna have to go move your recipes around. So like if I wanted to get rid of fair foods category, I would have to go into the recipes, and I would have to go edit the recipe, and I would go find where's that category, fair foods, right? And I would find the pigs in a blanket and the elote. That's 2 recipes I have in here. Remember the last time we left off, I only had recipe in. And I would change it from fair foods and I would put it under a different category in order to not lose my recipes when I got rid of that category, if I'm going to get rid of that category. You guys understand? So even though I just change it and change it back, you still have to preview it. And then you hit save. So now let's go edit a recipe. It's pretty simple. If you notice, they have a different heading, for everything that you're going to do. Add recipe, view the recipes, edit the recipes, and delete, arrange recipes, and preview recipes. That's when you see the formatted preview. So far I've showed you how to add a recipe in my prior video, and then I've showed you how to view the recipe. Now let's go and edit this recipe, okay? So let's go into the bread rolls. I have flaky dinner roll. And all I have so far for this is the ingredients. I don't have any kind of directions written here. So then that's how you would edit, go back into the direction. Now I wanted to show you this. When typing an ingredient, right? So when I type this last one, butter, and I hit enter or return on the computer, it opened up another space. See, there's 2 spaces here. So let's say I put water here as an ingredient, and that's it. I don't want another ingredient, so this needs to go away. So you just go here and you delete it, and it says, you sure you want to delete that ingredient? Yes, even though the space is blank, they think an ingredient is there. So let's also delete this one. Okay, so now there you go, it's all cleaned up. I'm not adding any parts. I showed you guys in the first video. Go back to the first video. I'm going to put it up here in the card somewhere where you can go see what we did to create the account and what we did to put in that first recipe. So then you come here and you want to type your description, whatever. You can't make it too long. If it's too long, it'll tell you this is too long and they're going to charge you more. And so you just got to back up and re-edit that and make it shorter, okay? Okay, so we're going to save this one again, okay? So now let's go back into another recipe. I think I only have like 3 recipes in here. Well, instead of going to edit the recipe, because you already know how to do that, let's go to delete and arrange the recipes. All right, so here we go. This category doesn't have any recipes. So fair food has 2 recipes in there. So here you can't drag and drop this anywhere. Because, why? The program is alphabetizing it for you. Remember we chose that earlier in the first video? So the program's alphabetizing it for us, so we can't drag and drop anything. It is what it is. You can go in here and take a look at it. You can see the recipe from there, right? And that's all you can pretty much do, unless you want to delete it, and you would check the box and you would hit delete. I don't want to delete it because I already typed the recipe in there, right? So I don't want to delete it. So that's how this move will not work. I can't move it because it's being alphabetized for me, okay? So that's pretty much how you arrange or delete a recipe. Okay, so let's go back into recipes and let's go take a look one more. Oh, let's view. Let's view. So this will show you what all you have in here. See? See? That's all we have so far in this book. All right? So let's go back and let's take a formatted view at it. Don't forget to go back and watch the first video, guys, because that shows you how to set up the TypeNsave account. And I showed you how to set up your categories, how to type in your first recipe, how to go find what the rules and regs are, and all that good stuff. So let me view formatted thing. See, this is our table of content that's being created for us free of charge. And so far we have fair foods, we have elote and pigs in a blanket, and then we have bread rolls. Okay, that's all we have in the book. So you're gonna have to actually sit down there and get it done. You can't tell people that you're typing a book or writing a book and you're not actually sitting there and getting it done. You have to sit down and actually do the work, or else your book will never be done. That's the only thing that's the only good advice that I can give you guys about writing a book. You can step into any church and you will find so many of the members that are writing books. I'm not just talking about cookbooks, I'm talking about books on a whole. But what you don't find is them finishing that book. Wipe my mouth. Why? Because they get tired of doing it. They get scared, kind of like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I even saying? Just go sit with it and get it done. You guys see that's what I did. That's why you didn't see me for so long on this page, because I was actually putting the work in to do that book. So now I want to log out of this. I want to log out of this because I want to go into another. So let me log out. I want to go into another book. So this is another book that I'm working on right now. It's all about cakes. And let's go view the recipes. So these are the categories that I have so far: sheet cakes, layered cakes, bundt cakes, tea or coffee cakes, cold cakes, frostings, and glaze. I might end up changing that in the long run, but for right now, these are the categories or chapters that I want. And I have 7 recipes in the sheet cake one already, 1 in the layered, 2 in the, you see it right here, the numbers, right? So that's just to view what I have. And then I don't want to add a recipe. What I want to actually go do is just preview it, just to show you guys. I love watching the preview because it looks like a real book. By the way, I turned in my book on the 6th of July. And today is the 12th, and they already sent me back my book cover created. So let me tell you how they do that. I had a professional build my book cover for me because I always have my son Josh do it, and we could never get the right size for the press ready cover. So my friend did the cover. He did a wonderful job. We tried to put it. It still wasn't the right size. So they said, just send us the files and we'll build it. They built an A and a B. I told them exactly what I wanted. They built an A and a B. They built what they wanted and they built what I wanted. It wasn't too different. It was one had a border and one didn't have a border. And they sent me the thing today, and I had to print it off. And there was one mistake on it because it's supposed to be 95 recipes on the subtitle and they put 96. So I said they need to change that, and I signed saying that once you change it, you can go ahead and print. And then the back didn't have any errors, so that was fine. So I signed that already, okay? So here we are with my recipes. You're going to say, Barbara, what are you doing? You're writing another book? Yeah, I'm going to constantly be writing books. Why? Because books are my product. I don't have a spice. I don't have a bread. You know, I don't have any of that stuff as a product because it's kind of hard to get food as your product because you have to get professionally packaged. And then you have to know what you're going to buy to put in the retail stores. You have to know how to get that stuff in the retail stores or in the restaurants, stuff like that, right? That's above my pay grade. I don't know any of that. I don't have anybody telling me, let's put your name on our pots and pans. So you know what? I can only control what I can control, which is writing books, and I'm just going to continue writing these cookbooks. So this one's going to be all about cakes. And I'm really and truly going to work on this one for maybe Thanksgiving. We're in July. You got to start now, because if I want it back by Thanksgiving, I'm going to have to turn it in the middle of September. Okay? So if I start now at July 12th and I take a whole month to type all the recipes in there, then it'll take me another month to edit it. It's hard work, guys, but you got to get it done if you want your cookbook, all right? Anyways, I hope that these 2 videos blessed you to know how to use Morris Cookbooks. It's pretty easy. If you want to write a cookbook, don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody tell you no. And if you have a question, ask me down below and I will definitely help you, okay? Bye, guys. Thank you so much for making it all the way through to the end, guys. In case you didn't know, my primary channel is called The Bare Pantry Show and can be found right here on YouTube. Check below for the links. And also, I have 2 books for sale. And here they are. Check below to see how to purchase these. You can only get them from me. And don't buy that old book that I have on Amazon, okay? Thanks, guys.